Moment of truth, James.
That it is. We're going to see who is going to come out victorious in our epic showdown. I'm still like, you're going down, mate. No two ways about it.
I just hope you got a box of tissues.
Savage. Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of our amazing Hazy IPA head-to-head homebrew challenge. Martin and I, if you've watched part 1 in some hoppy, hazy, juicy IPAs.
That's hops.
Emotional, damn it! You'll know that Martin and I have been focused on trying to brew the best IPA we can at a price point. And round 1, brew day, was pretty epic, right?
It was great. It was a really good brew day. I've not brewed this style of beer for a long time, so it was good to get back onto it.
Yeah, me too. And what's been really interesting is what's happened since that point, which was all about fermentation. Martin, how did your fermentation go?
Perfectly smooth.
Oh, really? Absolutely fine? No problems?
I had no problems kegging the beer and having it ferment. Breeze, mate.
Okay.
You have any issues?
Mine was maybe slightly trickier than yours. Fermentation was fine. Like, actually, the yeast took off really, really well. Loads and loads of nice tropical fruit aromas, peach, all that kind of stuff that you'd expect from the verdant yeast. My issue came to packaging and getting the beer out of the keg, because I'd obviously dry hopped. I'd been taking some of the hops out throughout the dry hop process. But yeah, getting it out was a little bit of a challenge.
I mean, to be fair, you had a few hundred grams, didn't you, on the dry hop? I had 80.
Yeah.
And mine ran in there for 24 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I put some in, left them for about a day, bubbled CO2 through, let them settle, drew them off, and repeated the process. But yeah, still, there was a lot of hops in there.
Yeah. I think next time we need to put the longer spike on the fermenter if you're going to put that much in there.
So where'd you come in at? Did you hit your final gravity that you wanted?
Well, actually, I came in just slightly lower than I was aiming for.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually quite a blessing, really, because it actually does mean I hit that 6%.
Yeah.
Because I was slightly short by a couple of numbers at the start. What about you, James? How did you get on?
Well, I actually missed my final gravity by a little bit. So I still came in over 6%. I'm on like 6.1%. I finished, I think it was 10, 16, 17, something like that.
18.
Right, okay. So yeah, pretty much similar kind of ballpark for each of us with that final gravity. I think when I rebrew this, I will probably knock down my mash temperature a little bit, just to compensate for that.
I think I'd do the same. I wouldn't go at 70, I'd go at 69 when I was rebrewing it. And I'd also be doing a lot more throttling at the start so that drain bed can settle out and I don't have to stir it to kind of get the drain through.
Yeah.
Anyway, James, numbers schmumbers.
Numbers schmumbers.
What it all comes down to is what ends up in the glass.
It does,
and what the people think of it and taste it.
So we're going to put it to the people, are we?
Definitely.
Okay, right. Well, in that case, it's a good thing that I've lined up 3 of our colleagues here from the Malt Miller to try our beer in a blind taste test.
Who you got?
We've got Mark, who...
Only one of the best brewers in the building.
Yes.
He's got an awesome taste for beer.
He does, yeah. Mark Nelson, who is one of our customer service team, really experienced home brewer, teaches in our brew school.
He's almost your hero, isn't he?
He is, yes. Yeah, Mark is definitely a bit of a mentor for me and someone that I look up to.
After me, of course, yeah. Because I'm teaching you quite a lot with this.
Mark is a real mentor for me, yes. Then we've got Heidi. Heidi looks after all things hops here at the Malt Miller.
She knows everything about hops.
Yeah, absolutely. And the flavours and aromas, she's dealing with them firsthand, so it'd be really interesting to see what she picks out in the glass.
Yeah, can't wait to see that.
And then boss level has to be Rob. So that final round...
Boss level is definitely where we're going to complete it, I reckon.
So we will join all of you after you've seen just how the team get on tasting the beers.
Right, let's dig in. Oh, that smells really good. Soft, juicy, everything you would expect. Really nice mouthfeel. It's really good. Let's try the other one. Again, very good. I think the aroma on this one is slightly less mouthfeel. Nice and soft, really juicy again. It's going to be tough. If I had to pick one, 'It's going to be this one.
Yes!
look totally different. It does smell tropically. It's clearer, but it's still hazy, isn't it? That smells different. It doesn't smell as fruity. It smells sort of a bit more dull. They're really different. That one's got more of a like a florally taste. I don't know, I'd like them both. That one feels softer. A softer mouthfeel. I don't know, I guess if I had to choose. That was slightly more bitter. I think if I had to choose, it'd be that one.
Yes! Awesome. Right, here we go. So we've got one that obviously looks thicker than the other. Oh, that's banging. They've both got massively punchy, like big aroma. Right, we're going in. That's absolutely delicious. It's absolutely delicious. That's got really good mouthfeel as well. It's coating without being. It's not sort of cloying, but it's a real. Okay, that's more bitter. Great mouthfeel, fantastic hop presence. It's that one.
Told you. Thank you very much for crowning me victorious in this showdown. But it's not just about the the fun Martin and I have had doing this. It's about the beer in the glass. What's your thoughts?
I can't believe how well they've turned out. It was completely blind for me. I had literally no idea whatsoever. And the processes that you've both gone through, different processes, but both gone through to make two absolutely outstanding beers. I'm massively impressed. It's really good. The new products, new ways of using existing products is a massive step forward for homebrewers. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was a bit of a test for both of us, really, wasn't it? Trying new things and revisiting old techniques.
Yeah, I mean, taking some of the learnings we've gathered from our videos over the last 12 months and just interactions with breweries and using some of that knowledge and putting it into these beers so that people can brew them at home as well at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but actually, I really like your beer. Yeah, it's
Martin.
really good, mate.
It's all right, because guess what? I really like your beer as well.
I think they're both really sitting well within that style, but they're both different to each other. I think is what I've kind of learned by the two beers. Two things that really stand out for me. I've got the bitterness because I like bitterness in a beer, but then you're really good on water chemistry, and that's really changed the body on that beer.
Yeah, it's I personally, for me, yes, I agree. The body on my beer is through the roof. Yours, what you've done with the yeast and unlocking the thiles and the mash hopping with the sides has led to something that's almost effervescent in the glass and has a lightness to it. It's still an IPA, but there's a difference to it which I can only describe as a lightness and effervescence, a floral, delicate notes that are coming out that actually I've only experienced in other beers that use the same techniques. You know, and that feature those yeasts that release the thiles.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to explore a lot more in some future brews.
I think really it's a massive demonstration of never stop learning, never stop absorbing information for all of those people that we interact with, all of the commercial suppliers and breweries, soaking up that information so that we can push it forward into the homebrew world. What a fantastic experiment. Nice.
I'm really enjoying a glass of your beer right now.
I'm really enjoying yours, mate.
Are we going to fight over taking the kegs home?
I'm taking my keg home because obviously it's the better beer.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's only the opinion of other people.
But that's the joy of homebrewing, right? You brew something that you want and that you will enjoy at home.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I think the recipes were close but different.
Yep.
I like having something that's new in there, like you wound me up about. But I also like to have some bitterness in there. So that's kind of what my recipe was all about, is bitterness and then the beautiful stone fruit hoppiness of it.
The really interesting thing for me on this, though, Martin, was that we both focused on brewing to a budget,
Yeah.
right? We said at the beginning we wanted to try and brew these big beers for less than £1.50 a pint. What did yours come in at, a pint?
Literally just under £1.50 a pint.
So what's that? £1.49.99?
£1.49.7 or something like
Okay,
that.
all right. Well, look, mine came in at £1.41, right? So we're in a ballpark, and we were both under that £1.50 a pint. Now, we are talking about the ingredients here. We're not talking about the brewing equipment and all that and energy consumption, because it fluctuates. Everybody's setup at home will be different for their equipment. So it is about the ingredients.
I think what it also demonstrates is that if you spend that time thinking about what you want to achieve with the beer, plan it out, look at ingredients that you know, ingredients you don't know, look at methods you know and don't know, and bring all of those things together, you can create something amazing and awesome.
Yeah. Well, look, mate, here's to the next challenge, right? Cheers.
Yeah. I'm setting the next one though, and you're going down.
Sore loser. If you've enjoyed watching me teach him a lesson for once, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
And you might be able to learn just as much as Stiffo did from this video by me teaching him how to brew.